Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Time to get to work. See what we got going on here. Yo, Kevin, good morning. All right. Let's get to the watch list here, guys. We got SPY, Tesla, GNS, PLRX on watch today. Let's start off with PLRX. PLRX. Oh, you know what? Real quick, let me send out a quick tweet. Let everybody know we're live. Otherwise, how would they know? So, watching PLRX, SPY, GNS, Tesla. Yes, F as well. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So, PLRX, just watching, very simple. Very simple. You could see here, previous level of resistance in that $35 range. I'm watching to see if that level, now that we're up and over it, can hold support here today. Yo, oh damn, that's far. All right, Adrien, thank you for tuning in. Kevin, let's see what we can get done today, guys. So now that we're above this $35 level, I'm really watching 33 to 34 because in a stock like this, it's not going to be to the penny. So we're going to see if this area can hold some support this morning. If it can, great. We'll watch that, see if we can get another move back up here towards the next resistance zone in the 40s. All right. Next, obviously the SPY. All right, just making sure you can see. The SPY still on this downtrend resistance line that it's been all year long. We're getting a little bounce back. We're trying to get above and hold that 200-day moving average. I'm not sure that we get any big moves today, but we'll see. So far, everything's rather quiet. We'll see what happens. What I'll watch for specifically on the SPY is if it can hold this 200-day moving average, which is this red line here on my daily chart. Okay, that line is right around that 395.50 to 395.70s area, that little 25-cent range there. If it can hold above that, then I think you got a good shot at getting up here towards 400 at least. And who knows, maybe we can revisit the top end of this downtrend resistance line sometime this week before maybe getting another leg on down. If we ever break underneath 375, I think we get down here and test the lows. All right, so that's what I'll be watching on the SPY today. Next, GNS. And the watch list has been emailed out, guys. So if you are signed up for the free watch list, then you should have it in your inbox. If you're not, here's the link in chat. You can sign up for the free watch list. On GNS, this is really simple. Okay, if it can get up above $5 today, tomorrow, anytime this week, if it can get up above $5, which is tremendous level of resistance here, and you can see here on this chart a level of previous support. If it can get up and over that level, I think you get another big squeeze on that one, okay? And that's it. So SPY, Tesla, GNS, PLRX on the watch list today, focusing in on the ES today. Again, still trading in the competition. So I'm going to be trying to see if I can get some trades there on the ES. Now, as far as my trades today on the ES, we'll probably be looking for quicker take profits, just because I'm not expecting huge moves. I'm not expecting huge moves. If we can hold above 39.90 here, I think we could get a little move back to 40.10 possibly. Getting a quick pullback here already. testing those 39.90s zone on the ES. SPY testing that 200-day moving average on the daily chart. All right, SPY coming all the way back down. Big rejection up there of that 397 zone on the SPY. That is a previous level of support. We reached up in there right now, and so far it's been resistance. You can see here on this 3-minute chart how it was support previously. If we switch over to the ES, 60-minute chart, you can see how we're getting back down here and testing this little area of previous resistance in that 39.90, 39.87-ish area. We're testing that zone. It was previously a little level of resistance here, and so far right now it's holding up as a support. The futures day trading competition ends on the 27th. So until then, I'll be trading in that one. Guys, do me a quick favor. Remember to hit that like button for me. It really helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. All right. Let's go take a look real quickly here at the equities again. So Wayfair here with a nice gap up here this morning from 47, well, under $47 on Friday. Right now it's testing 55.60s zone. Well above that previous support zone that turned into major resistance. You guys seeing that? Look at this. This is why we say previous support can turn into resistance. Look at that previous major support on Wayfair. We broke underneath it, and look at how much this was resistance afterwards. That's crazy. Just let that sink in looking at that. That's so clean. That's so clean. Right now on Wayfair, you are reaching a potential resistance zone right here at about 56.50s. You can see here this was previously what? A level of resistance. a level of resistance. And now we're up into that zone and it's showing up as a resistance area. Yo, Dan the Beast, what's up, guys? What's going on? You guys have a good weekend? So far, the ES still in that chop zone. Switch on over back to that. You can see the ES still in that chop zone there. Just watching. Waiting to see if we can get a clean setup today. Nice, man. Yeah, man. It's been stuck in that chop there. Friday was a big day there, but it wasn't an easy one either. Say no to the chop chop. I like that. Guys, look at this. I want to show you something real quick. Switch on over here to that Wayfair chart again. Remember we drew this line a minute ago on the daily chart, right? As resistance zone that it was approaching. We're not going to move that line. We're going to leave it where it's at. We're just going to turn this into a 3-minute chart real quick. Look at the line. Look at the line right there. Right there. It doesn't mean we're not going to break above it. It just means it's showing up right now as resistance. Yo, Benny. Good morning, good morning. So far, no trades for me. Just watching and waiting to see which direction we might go today. On the 15-minute chart here on the ES, let me show you real quick. You can see how this little area here, 3986 zone, was tapped so many times. That's why here in the morning we pulled into that zone and it held so well. We bounced off of it pretty strong. If we can break up and over 39.95, you could see this thing really start to make a run up. It'll definitely be something worth watching, that 39.95 zone. For me, Dan, I mean, it is real simple. I said it like, I don't know, a week ago or something like that. Excuse me. If I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be doing this every single day for like at least the next 2 months. If it shows signs that the YouTube is gonna start growing again, I'm gonna continue doing it. If it doesn't, then I will probably be bowing out from the YouTube trading scene and just being on social media there, sharing a few things here and there. Once in a blue moon, maybe throw out a video just to keep the channel alive. And that's it. I will trade for me, right? I just won't be on YouTube. So yeah, that's what I'm planning more or less. I'm gonna give it a couple months or so. If I see that opportunity for growth to the channel starts to occur, I will continue doing it. If I do not see that, then I just won't. Discord is still there. Discord is still there. My courses will always be on the website as well. I am going to be coming out here with the futures funded handbook soon, going over how I got funded back in December. Yeah, I did the Lilu one. Here, I'll show you. I did this one here. I did the $50,000 account just because I wanted people to see that it could be done easily. Like it's not that difficult. It's not as difficult as some people make it look like on YouTube. It also depends who you go with. Like with Lilu, you only have one rule. It's basically don't blow up the trading drawdown. That's it. that 95 area is being tested again here, guys. If that area starts to go, watch out. This thing can fly. If it breaks back under 93, I think we go back down there to visit the day's low. All right, guys, let's see if we're going to go. It's looking like it wants to. Let's see if we're going to make that move. I'm going to put out an order there to see if I can get some off up there as we break up into in front of that 4,000 area. Like I said, today I'm not looking for huge moves, but if we can break up over 4,000, I definitely want to hold on to some. See if we can get that extension. I definitely want to take some profit off in front of this previous little pivot. If we can get there, if we turn around, get back under 93, I'll just stop out of it. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Coming all the way back down here to 95s, testing this level once again. SPY with a really good hold of that 200-day moving average, guys. Really good hold there of that 200-day. Oh, let me show you the SPY 200-day. There you go. You can see that red line. You see that red line there on the daily chart? We're holding that area very, very, very well. All right, looking like it still wants to try to make that move there. It's not giving up. It's going to be another choppy day, then it is what it is, but we'll give it a shot here. Good volume so far this morning. There we go. We're getting that push towards those 399s. Can we go? 4,000 is going to be a major level. If we break 4,000, then we got 405 would be the next level. And 407, 405. Oh, first take profit already off there, guys. Gonna start putting out my next take. See if I can get it. At 407 would be the next zone I'd want after this 405 area. If we can get over 407, we really got room there. Could be in the 440-15s zone. So we really do have some room. It's tough area on the SPY. You could see here how we're testing it. Oh no, you can't see. Whoa. We're squeezing. We're squeezing. Are we going to make it 403? Well, 4003. Whoa, it's looking like it's coming, guys. There it is. There it is. That's what's up. Now we're going. Now the party's getting started. I'm going to put out another order here in front of that. Whoop, boom. That did not take long at all, guys. Oh my God. We're up 9 points here on these next takes. Let's see how much higher this thing wants to go. Up over a K already on the day. Good way to start. I had 5 contracts. You can see right here, I'm down to 2. You can see it right here on the screen. I'm down to 2. Keeping the stop on the remainder of this at break even. Want to see if we can get another little quick push here into that 410 zone. Long from 96 and change. Still looking good. Really good volume on that breakout. You see that volume increase there? That volume increase there is what's definitely giving me some confidence that we could maybe push a little bit more. Looking to see if we can get a little bit more out of this one. Microsoft announces multi-billion-dollar investment in ChatGPT maker OpenAI. That, you can see it coming right across the screen here on the bottom, right next to my face. Whoop, this way. That red bar that's popping up there. It's breaking news that just came out right now. Come on, let's go. Let's get this push up there to 408. Pretty confident you got it in you. Guys, how are you doing? Are you in any trade right now? It's 9:50 a.m. Almost the first half hour of the day is gone. Getting that push here, new highs on this ES. Let's see if we can get pushed up there and over 408. My next take profit, I wanted it to be in that 410 zone. Well, we're creeping up there, guys. 407.75, 408 getting tested. Can we hit 408.50 where I'm sitting at? Sitting there at 408, 408. Damn it, 4008.50. Can we tap that? 75. We got 775, 825. Boom! There we go. Let's go, guys. One more contract off. Still holding on to some here. Up 11 points and a quarter. We're up 11 points and a quarter on this next one. Looking for further extension. Well up over 40.10. Can we get up over 40.10 now? No! I was putting the order out and it got filled at 40.10. Oh, bro. Well, damn it. I left at least a couple hundred more on the table there. I didn't think we were going to tap it so quickly. I put my orders out on the chart. It's never happened to me before. I always know it's a risk, but it's never happened. I just right click on the chart, put my order, and then I like to move the tab to where I want it. Saves from having to type it out. I was going to put that order at around 14. So what is that? $200 more would have been up 2,400 and change, 2,500 on the day, up 22.75. So not bad. Can't complain. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Yep, nice way to start the day at least. Oh, I could have had a little bit more, I think. I'm pretty confident we're going to make it up there towards 40.20. I was going to put an order, my last order 40.14, 40.15. I mean, it was a key thing, right? We knew it. We talked about that 95 area. I said if we can break up over 95, I think we push into at least 40.15, 40.20 zone. And we go pushing those 40.12s. Bro, I cannot believe it just happened. Well, we caught it there. All right, so now I'm going to sit and wait, guys. Sit and wait. Oh, let me switch this back over here so you can see what the SPY looked like. Look at the SPY's move. Remember, that was that resistance zone we talked about previously. If we broke up and over that, we have room, you know, and there you go. SPY breaking up and over that level so nicely. That was such a clean move on the SPY. 40.15s, yeah, the beast. That's the next one on deck. I think we get there, man. I think we get there. Maybe we got a little pullback that's viable. Jump back in this thing. One thing I'll do to protect some gains is if I jump back in this thing here, I will take slightly smaller size more than likely, just to protect some gains. But banger of a day already. April, it is a good morning, that's for sure. It is a good morning. On the board with the competition, that Lilu day trading competition I'm doing, putting some green up on the table there. Monday, good way to start. We'll see if we can get up there to 40.20. If we get up to 40.20, that could be a resistance zone. I personally, if I were to get short up there in front of 40.20, I'm going to need some confirmation, and I would only scalp it, because if we're going to be strong, and it's looking like we're going to be strong to the upside today, I don't want to stand in front of a moving train. You know, I like to trade with the trend. As they say, the trend is your friend. Pullbacks into 4,000 zone would be the next level that I would look at for support. If we hold support there, I could try to get long. Guys, are you in any trades now or any questions for any charts you're looking at? Go ahead and throw them up in chat now, because I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the next possible setup. If it comes, great. If it doesn't, that's fine with me. We already nailed a really nice one. April, that's a good thing to do, going back to the sim. Honestly, some of these other prop firms, they have an immense amount of rules. Like, when I sat there, this is something that occurred to me back in November. I said to myself, you know what? Because I was going to open up just my regular TraderVate account, throw a few $1,000 in there and just trade. And then leave my regular equities account going at Charles Schwab. There, I typically traded between a $30,000 to $50,000 account for equities. But I wanted to start trading futures again because I used to trade them back in 2020. And I said to myself, you know what, man, why don't you try one of these prop firm things? It'll be good for YouTube. You can show new traders how the prop firm thing works. You can show that you don't really need to go out there, because sometimes people will get like starstruck on the prop firms. They'll be like, oh my God, I can trade a $300,000 account. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that, right? You don't. Your $50,000 account is plenty, all right? So I said, I'm going to go after it. Boom. I went and did the $50,000 account. But at first, I searched out a few. And the one that I found that, in my opinion, was the more user-friendly route without so many rules that are overwhelming. Because what happens is some of these places have so many rules that it's hard to even remember them. And you might break one of their rules that to you, it's not even a rule. And then that's it. Your account blows up. They keep $150, $200, whatever it is you pay every month for the account. And if you pay for one of those resets, who knows what it's going to cost. So I found this place, Lilu. They have one rule. Just it. One rule. And that rule is don't blow up. Meaning you have a trailing max drawdown. Don't blow it up. Don't reach your trailing max drawdown. That rule in itself teaches you risk management. You don't need 15,000 different rules to learn risk management. You just need one good rule. The trailing drawdown. Don't let it happen. Don't tap it. Don't let the account draw all the way back down there and blow up. That's a great rule in my opinion, and it's just one singular rule. Now, obviously, the more experience you have, the quicker you're going to be able to get through one of those trading evaluations. When I went after the $50,000 account, I did it in like 2 weeks. And the only reason I say I did it in 2 weeks is because you meet the goal, you got to trade a total of 10 days. I mean, you can reach the goal on day one, but you need to trade a total of 10 days before you basically pass, right? They want to make sure it's not a one-off. You didn't get lucky. Right now they have 60% off. So you can get like the $50,000 account. You can get the $50,000 account for like, I want to say it's like $70 or something like that. It's not bad. There's the link in the chat. Nice. Claudio, what's up, man? Did you go after some Tesla calls? What's Tesla looking like right now? Nice. That's a really nice little 90 MA VWAP cross to the upside there on Tesla. No real pullback on that sucker, though. No real pullback. Just some sideways trading there. If you get a pullback now into this 90 MA VWAP area, you do have the 38.2 Fibonacci level lining up with the VWAP there. Oh man, and that's actually a really good zone. That's a previous resistance zone on the daily chart. I like it. It's not a bad looking setup if we get a nice calm pullback and hold of this level. Yeah, April, you see? Oh, wait. I did, but I got a little later after the broke. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, man, as long as you book some gains there. I was waiting for this pullback here on the ES into 4,000. We pulled in just underneath 40.06, and now we took off, guys. That's my next take profit. I was going to be flat at 40.14, 40.15 area. It's looking like it's going to get tapped there. We're at 40.13 right now. Yeah, April. Yeah, those the ES is a mean one. There you go, 40.14. I would have been flat already, more than likely here or at 40.15. The ES is mean. It is. Micros could be a good way to go. The thing with the micros, and there's videos here of me trading it. The thing with the micros is, let's say you only want to trade one ES, right? But you want to trade patterns, right? You want to have multiple take profit zones. You might even want to be able to scale into the position and then scale out of it. You can't do that with 1ES. You simply can't. But you can do that with 10 micros. You can do that with 10 micros, and you still have on the same 50 point, $50 per point risk. Oh, and that coupon code that I posted a minute ago in chat, guys, that's a for life deal, right? So it's not like, oh, your first month you're gonna pay that 60% off. No, no, no. You subscribe to it, and then as long as you're trading within it and paying every month, you keep that discount. It's pretty good. So it's a for life deal there. You can cancel whenever you want, obviously, but if you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna give it 3 months, it's for life. So the 4014 is getting tapped there. Tesla pushing up to new highs. Let me show you real quickly here. You can see how we pulled in down here to 40.0525, and then we took right on off. I was waiting to see if we're going to pull in a little deeper. I wanted a deeper pullback, get these 4,000s tested. Why did I want those 4,000 tested? Well, if we switch on over here real quick, I want to show you a 15-minute chart of the ES. You can see right here, and I'll zoom in a little bit actually. You can see where to go. Right here. Right here, this was previously a level. You see this upper wick right here? Previously a level of resistance. We pulled in underneath it, right? All the way down here to 86. And then we broke right through that level on a huge increase in volume. So I wanted to see that level get tested. Here on this 3 minute, it didn't come. I'll wait and see. Maybe later in the day it gets tested and we can get a little bounce play off of it. For now, just sitting on my hands and not going to chase the move higher. Hey guys, do me a quick solid. Remember to hit that like button. It really helps out tremendously with the YouTube's algorithm. Those YouTube Google overlords like to see exactly what's happening here today. And I'm really happy chatting with you guys in the chat box or the chat section. And they like to see those likes. Give me one quick second here, guys. I got to grab a quick phone call. All right, guys. Was watching Tesla there. It's holding the 9 AMA fairly well there. I was also watching here, obviously, on the ES. I was thinking we were gonna get that deeper pull in when we got this big candle. I thought we were gonna get that deeper pull in and all the way back down here to 4,000. So far, it hasn't come. I'm gonna keep eyes on it. What I would like to see if we do get that kind of move is decreasing volume, light volume on the way down. We don't want to see panic selling kick in there. I hope you guys were able to read lips. It was really good info. It was really good info. I don't want to do it again. Oh man. Temperature over here? It's probably like 85, to be honest. Oh, I'm not too far off. 81. It's 81 right now down here. All week long, we're looking at lows in the until Thursday. Lows in the 60s, highs in the 80s. Friday, We have lows in the 50s, highs in the 70s. It's Friday, Saturday. Sunday, we go back to lows in the 60s and highs in the 80s. Snowing in New Jersey. I am just south of Miami. I'm actually just about 30 minutes away from Key Largo. What time is it? Oh wow, it's 10:14 only a.m. Feels like we've been trading for a minute here. Guess we got that trade in a little bit early, huh? Right around 9:45, 9:50 was usually my go-to time to jump into my setups. Where are you, Dan? Benny, it's 36 in Rhode Island? Dude, that's harsh. South Carolina? Gotcha. Dan, man, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I'm sitting on a little bit over a quarter milli, waiting for a good opportunity to scoop up property. And while properties have pulled back some, I don't see a crash. I don't see a crash in the horizon. I think we will probably pull back a little bit more. And I want to crash. I mean, I do. Because if we crash, I just go out there and buy a couple properties. Like the blink of an eye. Otherwise, I'm just going to be able to grab one. And I'm going to have to really hunt for it. It's not going to be like easy pickings. Like I'm going to have to hunt for it. If you wanted to invest with me into real estate, nah, I'm sorry, man. The problem is that just brings up a whole can of worms that I don't like to complicate my life. If you notice, I keep my trading very simple. I try to keep every aspect of my investments very simple. Um, that sounds like it would be not like outside of my business partner. I don't think I would do like some sort of syndicate type thing. Nah. And I know that's how you get into the hundreds of millions and possibly even billions. It would be nice to have that kind, but nah. The problem is, like for me specifically, I don't look for money for the sake of money and buying things. I have nice things, not billionaire nice things, not 100 millions, net worth nice things, but I got nice things, right? I don't look for money for that necessarily. That's just a byproduct. For me, money is about freedom. And then for freedom, I don't need to be worth $50 million. I don't need to be worth $100 million to have the freedom that I currently have or the one that I aspire to have. So yeah, I'm not the type that's gonna leverage things to get up into that zone. Yep. We know one dude that's out there that does that syndication stuff for real estate, and I don't know. Not a fan of the guy. Any good advice, Benny? Yes, absolutely. I actually did a little, like a 5 minute little snippet last week about advice on real estate. And I'll call it advice because it's rather simple advice. It's rather common sense type things in a way, right? You need either a lot of money or a little bit of money and some elbow grease, right? That's it. And if one is just starting out, a little bit of money and some elbow grease. And then what you do is you take that and you go out there and you look for properties that people are afraid of. See, when you go out there, you're going to have to compete with two types of people. You're going to have to compete with seasoned investors that have deep pockets, and you're going to have to compete with people buying their first homes. Both of these people, for the most part, are going to want to buy properties that are basically turnkey. Basically. Sure, there's going to be a couple little odds and ends they might want to fix up. But for the most part, they're going to want something that's turnkey. Meaning they buy it today as an investor, right? They slap on a little bit of paint. Maybe they renovate a bathroom, right? Light renovation. And then they flip it. Or what I like to do, you rent it out. And then the same with the homeowner in a sense that's looking for their first home. They don't want to buy something, generally speaking. Most people on average, there's always exceptions, but the exceptions aren't the rules, right? They're not the average. So most first-time home buyers, they just want to buy something that they can just move into. They did their closing on the 30th of the month, and then the very next day on the 1st, they have their movers already coming in. Instead of repair people, instead of tear out on the next day, no, they want to just try to basically move in. So you're going to compete with those two people. So what you want to do, right, is what I do anyways, is I want to find the ugly property that's on a nice little area that everyone skips over. That when the investor comes in, he's like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to open up this kind of worms. That when the home buyer comes out, right, the wife looks at the husband like, we're not buying this. We're not buying this. We got to remodel the whole house. That's the house I want. Because that's the house that I can buy under market value. Renovate, and then bang, instant equity. I'm a general contractor in Rhode Island. I like to stop fixing houses for other people. Benny, there's money there, man. There's money there. But yeah, fix them for you. Fix them for you. Start with one. All you got to do is start with one, guys. You just need to start with one. Think about it. Think about it like this. Everybody thinks that you must have like $10 million to retire. You just got to watch how you live. You got to watch how much money you spent, really. If you get yourself a couple rentals, by the time you're 50-something, and you pay off your home, dude, it's not bad. It's not a bad position to be in. It's not a bad position to be in. As a matter of fact, I can't say it how the guy, yeah, I can say it. So there was this clip I saw from a movie. I haven't seen the movie. I've only seen the clip. The guy says that you want to be in a position where you have FU money, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be liquid. Right? The guy said it, $3 million. $3 million was FU money. If you live a not super lavish lifestyle, right? You ain't going to be sitting around with Lambos here and taking private jets anywhere. But you can be pretty comfortable, especially if it's invested. And guys, the reason I'm yapping here and going off on this tangent is because waiting for the ES to give me a setup, it still hasn't. And $3 million, dude, you can have a few rentals. You can literally have a few rentals paid off. And you're talking about, a good chunk of money coming in every month. You can live on that extremely comfortable. But it starts with one. Starts with one property. There you go, Dan. Dan says, I just need 2. There you go. Bang. I have 2 right now. I'm working on getting the 3rd. As far as the investments go. I have the Keys house. I have another one nearby. And one more. That'll give me 3. I'd like a little more. But the Keys house was a perfect example of what I said earlier. You buy a property that everybody skips over because everybody's afraid of it. Right? I bought that property in 2019. We closed September, October of 2019. That property had been sitting for sale for a few months. Guy was asking $460. It's on the water, has a dock, right? 2 stories. You got the downstairs. You got the upstairs. Combined 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. It actually has 2 kitchens. And so it's almost like a duplex, but it's not. I came in And then don't be afraid to throw offers. Guy was asking 460. I came in and offered 385, 390, something like that I offered. They came back at 450. I told my realtor, offer them 405 or 410. I don't remember, man. And she finally came back and was like, Jesse, they said 440. I think that's a good offer. I was like, all right, let me think about it a little bit. And when I mean a little bit, it was just like I ran some numbers. I looked around the areas because I knew where I wanted to be. Came in at 440. I said, okay, I'll take it. Tell him he leaves all the furniture. Guy agreed. I took the property 440. And then I sent in my handyman. He started doing a bunch of things. Then me and my boy Jonal, business partner, we went in. He helped me out. It's my property, but he helped me out because, guys, get yourself quality friends, and then you be a quality friend to them as well. He came in, gave me a good hand. They're doing a bunch of stuff, and wow, guys, we're still going 4022. 4022 is being tested. The following year, I refinanced because we had COVID and rates were in the gutters, right? So I refinanced. And when I refinanced the house at that time, which was, so 2019, I closed on it. Summer of 2020, I refinanced. Pretty sure summer 2020, I refinanced. I get the rate down to 3.75%. And this is not an investment property loan because it is an investment property. And I get that. And we nailed it at 3.5. 3.5% is my interest on the loan. So when they do that, they have to reappraise the property. At this time, I was still not done with everything that I was doing to the property. Hell, my boat lift wasn't even installed yet. And they appraised the property at 510,000. I want to say 515,000, something. I have to look at the paperwork. It was under 520,000. I had only put about $20,000 into the property. I got it for 440, so I already had a cushion there, right? I already had a cushion there. Could have sold that thing by owner and booked some gains. Then obviously real estate went up absolutely insane. My neighbor sold his house for 1.47. My house now currently is appraised at 1.1. So there you go. Real estate investing. Love it. It's rented right now. So there you go. Find the ugly one that people are afraid of. Put some work in. Get your feet wet in real estate. There you go, man. Get over PDT rule. Dude, or learn to trade if you want. Learn to trade futures, Claudio. You got the skill set enough to do this. You don't need to worry about PDT with futures, guys. Here, if anybody's interested and wants to rent it, it's available in April. Get you the link real quick. Oh, they haven't posted the new pictures yet. Come on, man. Guys, the interior of the house looks similar to what this is, but there's some new stuff. Like there's no more mini splits on the house. We have central AC. And the house is no longer that color. And it's fully gated in the front. Here you go. It is available in April. That's the next available month because it's already rented January, February, and March. April's open. And then October, November, December is open. So if you want it, have at it. They haven't put the price increase in there yet. Oh, yes, they did. Peak season. Okay, yes, they did. So yeah, take advantage. Take advantage there. Claudio, if you know how to trade bull flags, U shapes, support resistance, bear flags, all that, you can trade this. If you've noticed and you've been watching me trade for a long time now, I'm trading this exactly like I would trade Tesla call options or a small cap runner. If you know how to trade that, then you can trade this. The only thing you got to do is familiarize yourself with the platform And then I'd say start off with the micros. So you kind of get a feel for the risk, right? That's it. There you go. It's the same thing. The only difference is you don't have to worry about time decay. That is the only difference that you're going to have between trading SPY call options and trading ES or MES. MES is the micros. So on the ES, each 1 point move, right? So 40, we're at 40.23. If we go to 424, 40.24, you have one contract and you sell there, you made 50 bucks. So each 1 point move on the ES is equivalent to a $50 difference or deviation in your P&L. You got two contracts, each 1 point, 100 bucks, so on and so forth. With the micros, so the MES, each 1 point move is just $5, which makes it good for practice. You're going to pay commissions if you go out there. Well, I mean, you're going to pay commissions anyways. I pay commissions when I trade in my prop account. So you're going to pay commissions, right? Obviously. But each 1 point move with the micro is $5. So if you have 10 micros, it's $50. It's the equivalent of trading one ES. That's why I tell people, if you're going to trade just one ES, just trade 10 micros. That way you can practice scaling out. I scaled out of that trade. You guys saw me. I had 5 contracts. All right. I scaled out of that trade, made $2,200, $2,275. How much buying power do you need? Dan, I would always tell everybody to start off with a prop firm at this point. If you're going to trade, if you're going to first start getting your feet wet, you want to, I would say, trade with a prop firm, right? Try to get funded with them first. That way you really learn this, like, or get comfortable or familiarize yourself with futures trading in a safer environment. Why do I say that? You can go out there and open up a TradeOvate account, put $1,000 into it, go trade some micros. Maybe you'll kill it. Maybe you'll lose your $1,000 in a month, right? But if you go into a prop firm, like the one I just posted about, Lilu, you get that 60% off code, right? You're gonna pay like 70 something dollars for the whole month, and you're gonna trade in your evaluation account. If you're gonna be good right out the gate, your first month, you're gonna get funded. And that's it. You're good to go. You're gonna trade and make money with them. You're gonna make 90% of your profits. You're gonna keep 10%. They keep. Now, if you want to just jump into like something like TradeOvate or NinjaTrader and just trade your own money right out the gate, you can really start trading with $500 because the leverage is insane. Normal SPY or Tesla options? What do you mean? What about how much money is in points? Young Love, I'm not sure I understand your question. With options, when you buy an option at $2, it's going to cost you $200 because an options contract holds 100 shares of the underlying equity or the stock. Okay, it's going to hold 100 shares of that stock. So if you buy it at $2, it's going to cost you contract's $2. It's going to cost you $200. Let's say that goes to $3. Because the stock moved, if it's a call, the stock moved up, your contract went from $2 to $3 and you sold it at $3, you made $100 because you made $1. All right, guys, first hour of the day is now gone. And we got a good chunk of the move early on. It's continued to move higher here and a bit more of a grind. Tesla made a new high by a few pennies, and then it's just been trading sideways ever since. It's looking like it wants to pull into VWAP. The ES up here, Let's switch over to, see, the ES next resistance zone I had drawn here was up here in front of 40.30. Let's move this into a 60-minute chart. You could see how this is the next resistance zone up here, 40.30 to 40.33. If that level holds resistance, you could probably start to see a little bit of a turnaround here. But man, what a move on the ES. Way more than I thought. I mean, I would have caught that last take profit up there at 40.14. I'm not mad. I left a couple $100 more on the table. I'm not mad about that. It's not going to make a big difference P&L wise at that point. But it would have been nice to have caught that. And it was an accidental. I was putting the order out on the chart, and I was dragging the cursor up to put the order at 40.14. And I was just above 40.10, and I got filled there as I was dragging it. I got filled at 40.10. So I got long 39.95.75, 39.95.50, 39.96.50, 39.97, 39.96.75. Those were all my buys. And then my 39.95.75, I sold it at 39.99.75. Then I sold more at 4,003 and 4,005.75, then 4,008.50. And then I wasn't supposed to get my next take until 40.14. And as I was playing with the order on the chart, moving it around, I was trying to get it up over 40.10. I got filled at 40.10. That 40.10 fill was from a 39.96.75. That was my last buy, so that was my last sell there. And that was well over 10 points. That was 11 points and change. Or more, actually. Let's see here. That was a nice 13 points. 13 points and a quarter win there. So all in all, it's a good day, but I hate missing that little chunk of the move there. Guys, any questions you have, any tickers that you're looking at, because what I'll do is in the next 10, 15, 20 minutes, if we don't get a setup I like, I'm just going to do a recap of today's trade. I'm going to record it because then I'll upload it to YouTube later today. And we'll go from there, and tomorrow will be a new day. I'll keep watch the rest of the day, but tomorrow will be a new day as well. Oh, damn. Forgot to drink my protein, guys. It's like, why am I so hungry? INBS. INBS. Let's switch over to the equities charts real quick and take a look at INBS. So this thing had a monstrous gap up this morning. Golly, man, it's up 436%. Are you kidding me? 434%. How much more can this have in it? Monstrous gap up this morning. Right off the bell, pushed up higher, got halted. Resumed push up higher, got halted again. Halt, halt. Okay, so typically when you get a new high like this, It's put in place and you get a flush and halt to the downside, and that halt to the downside does not give you continuation to the downside, typically shorts start to get trapped. I don't know the float on this one. Shorts start to get trapped. That could be something to watch for. Clearly we have 125 support so far here, at least on this 3-minute chart. You can see here clearly we have support. Now, I would have already been on a daily chart looking at this, but we're going slowly looking at this and talking about it. So let's leave this line here. Let's hop on over to a daily chart real quick. But I also would like to put a line here across this halt to the downside. Let's switch to the daily chart. Wow. Okay. So remember the 126.25 area, 125 area? We put the line there, right? Look, you can see this, right? Yeah. Look at this support that was previously there at that 125 zone. That is exactly why we held there. And now, when we did break underneath it, we had resistance there. So that is an important area. If that area continues to hold support, this could get squeezy, let's call it. Now, the halt to the downside at the 140s was also previously a level of support. If we can break up and over 140s again, that previous halt to the downside, this thing could give you a move right back up here over 150. If you can get over 150, the next resistance zone is not going to be until these 160s, mid 160s. And if you can finally get over that 175, I mean, you got almost clear room here, 180s and then $2. Those would be the 2 support zones I'd watch for and the 3 resistance zones. Now, what do we know about resistance zones? If I'm long something, where am I going to take profits off? At resistance zones. So these would be general profit target areas for me if I were long it. And I would not wait until that area gets tapped. I'm going to take profits off in front of it because you never know when you're just going to double top in front of a resistance zone and turn around and dump. Oh, look. There you go. See how we got up there in front of 166? We rejected. There you go. All right. JEPI. For I don't know what the dividends are on that. So you're talking about long-term investment on JP Morgan? I know financials should start doing fairly well. From the technical standpoint here, you're at a resistance zone. So if I were, I mean, the ideal area to have bought this thing, yeah, obviously it would have been anywhere in here before this run up. If it were me and I really wanted to buy this for a long term, oh wait, that's the 3-minute chart. Well, the zones kind of stay the same. So yeah, if it were me and I really wanted to buy this for the long term, I wouldn't buy it here. What's the dividend on JP Morgan? I have no idea. I've never looked into them for a long-term investment. 11% or 11 cents a share? Benny, my pleasure. Can't be 11%. There's no way. What? That's a big dividend. That's a huge dividend. That's a huge dividend. Let's turn this into a weekly chart real quick. I mean, if we're going to hold on to this for the next 20 years, it's not terrible here in the 50s. I don't know. I just feel like there could be something better. But then again, 11% dividend is amazing. I mean, looking at this solely for the dividend, What are you gonna do, right? It's friggin' awesome. It's a good dividend. Not really looking for this thing to go to 120 bucks. You're just looking for it to stay stable. I think financial rather stable in the coming 2 years, maybe 5. After that, who knows? Because you got to understand, the rates have been going up and up and up. Generally speaking, that's good for financials. And this is an ETF, obviously. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, yeah. Well, it's really not much you can say in that sense at 11%. I mean, I'm not going to go out there and buy it. Like, I'm not going to go grab my real estate money and just throw it in this and get that 11%, which is not bad at all. But yeah, I mean, what can I tell you? 11% is freaking awesome. Typically, you don't see those types 11, 20, 10 to 20% until you reach into those REITs. The REITs, you can see REITs pay off 20% dividends as well. Guys, it's looking like it's just going to be a grinder now into those 430s before maybe we get a little bit of a rejection. The SPY right into the face of 400. I keep saying 430s, 4030s. And we're right at 26 already, 2650. Chances are it's going to push that 30. It could easily get up and over it, go into those 33s, 34s. Maybe it turns around there. You could see, I mean, if the SPY gets back up over 400, I think it has to top out, in my opinion, between 402 to 403. Call it 402.50s. Previous level of resistance here. Previous level of support back here. And then again, plenty of resistance here. So you have that. That would be a level to watch. I'm not one to just jump in up there short, to be honest. This is tremendous strength that we're seeing today with that 200-day moving average hold on the SPY. So I'm not looking to stand in front of a moving train. I rather wait. Maybe during lunch or after lunch, we start to get that pullback into 4,000. So for now, it's looking like that might be it for me this morning with my trades. 10:48. Give me a minute here, and what I'll do is I'll jump right back into a recap, and we'll recap today's trade, and that'll be it. All right, guys. Let me see. What do we got here? Dan Y 3-minute chart. Why do I like take my trades on the 3-minute chart? Because as you can see, I use other charts. So my trade ideas come from larger time frames. So I'm gonna look up support and resistance on my daily chart, right? Um, I'm gonna look up support and resistance, chart patterns, all that good stuff on my daily charts, on my 60-minute charts as well. And then I will use my 15-minute charts to just identify any maybe closer time frame, or like to look at a bigger pattern. I might use something like a 60-minute, right? Like sometimes you'll see what looks like just consolidation on a 3-minute chart and you don't notice it's really a bull flag. So you go up to a 15-minute chart and or a 30-minute chart or a 60-minute chart and you see a bigger picture of the pattern that looks cleaner and you can identify it easier. So my trade ideas come from larger time frames. They just get executed on a smaller time frame. I like the 3-minute chart because it's a good combination of a 1-minute and a 5-minute, I want to say, because I will not use a 1-minute chart to trade. I have not looked at a 1-minute chart in years. So 1-minute charts have too much noise in them. They have too many false breakouts, too many false breakdowns, stuff like that. A 5-minute chart can be used. I mean, if you want to use a 5-minute chart instead of a 3-minute, I see no problem with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Yeah, man, spy right to the 400. Spy right to the 400. So let me hop on over here real quick. We'll get the ES trade cooking. Okay, so this morning, I came into the day. I was not looking for big moves. I said, if we break over 95, so 39.95, if we break over 39.95, I think we could get a move here to 40.20. I don't consider that necessarily a big move, to be honest. It's a good move. It's a good move, but I think that was like the max move I thought we'd see this morning. So far, we've exceeded that by an extra 8 points. Now, my trade plan was to get long over 95, as long as 95 was holding, get long over 95 and look for a move into 40.20. Now, I had multiple take profits along the way there, and I outplayed myself on my final take profit, right? I outplayed myself on the final take profit. Now, where was my trade? My trade was simply based off of, here's your 60-minute chart. You see this upper wick right here on this red candle. That's 39.95 area. You can see it right there clear as day. That's 39.95. Now, once we broke up over that level, look at the run we had. Now, why did I think that level was important? Well, it was previously double tapped here, basically. Yeah, 39.90. We break up above it, reject, pull back here down to this double bottom, let's call it, of this consolidation. And then we had that reattempt. And that reattempt is really the kicker there. Once you broke up and over that level, you had shorts start to cover and you had a nice run up. Now that level also coincided with previous support. Where's that previous support from? Back here. Look at it right there. Once we put this cursor here, you can see how we run right across it from that bottom all the way here to this top. And that's the 395 area, meaning it was previously a level of support, broke to the downside, became tough resistance. We finally broke up and over it, and we took off from there. So I got long and scaled into the position. I got long at multiple price points, 39.95.75, 39.95.50, 39.96.50, 39.97, and my final ad 39.96.75. So I had really good ads there. And as I saw the strength coming in, I kept adding to the position. Now my stop was not too far away. 39.90 area, 39.93 area was where I was looking to see, make sure that we would hold. If we didn't hold those areas, I would start to look to get out of that position. Now, right in here, what did we do? We started to kind of like do that little flag or that little wedge, and we took off, right? We took off right here. You can see the time frames. Can you see it here? Yeah, 940, 950, 10 o'clock, right? Typically, my trades don't happen until about 9:40, 9:45, 9:50. Right in here, we started to break up and over what? 39.95, 39.96 area. Look, resistance, resistance, resistance. Got long. I went ahead and got long on that breakup over 395. Sorry, 39.95, and we immediately push. Now I threw profit targets out there in front of 4,000. Why? Because 4,000 is a level of concern. It's that whole number difficult zone to get up and over. And previously, we can maybe turn this into a 5-minute chart. We can see 4,000 was holding up resistance back here. So as soon as we got up in that general zone, 39.99.75, I went ahead and took my first contract off. I had 5 contracts. So I took that contract off and I let more run. I took more off over 4,000. Why? Because that 4,000, we've seen it before where it happens, where you break up and over that resistance zone briefly and then take it all back. So I decided to take off some more there at 40.03, and then as we extended, I took more off at 40.0575, and then I said I wanted to take some off in front of 40.10. Why 40.10? Well, look back here on this 60-minute chart. You can see how that 40.08 zone was previously a tremendous level of support. Look, we'll draw this blue line right there, and you can see it. Support, 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 as we pushed up into those 40.30s, right? So right there at 40.0850, I dropped one more piece of the position off in front of that potential resistance zone. And then my plan was to hold one final piece to see if I can get it off in front of 40.20. And when I say in front of 40.20, I wasn't looking to get up into 40.19 land. I was looking for 40.14, 40.15. And I have it recorded and it'll be on the YouTube recap. I put my order, I just right click on my charts and I put my orders on the chart itself, and then I can drag the little tab into the price zones I want. I put my order out there and I tried to drag it into 40.14 zone. And as I'm doing that, boom, I got filled at 40.10, and that was my final piece. All in all, can't complain, right? 2,200 bucks and change on the day. That's a banger. So we'll look forward to seeing what tomorrow holds. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. Stop recording that. And I'll piece it all together later and post it up as a nice YouTube recap. You guys can check it out later today if you want, where you can see the live trade again. You saw it happen right in front of you, but I recorded it. You'll see it again if you want later. Here you got the SPY right into 400. I expect that level to give it some difficulties. Just like the ES up here at 40.30s, I'd expect that level to give it some difficulties as well. I don't expect that level to just crack. It doesn't mean it won't crack today. I just don't expect it right now to crack and go to 40.40. Very nice moves on the ES, the beast. Very nice moves today. So yeah, guys, what I'll do is I'll piece together the recap later and I'll post it up on YouTube. It'll be available on the channel later on today. So if you want to rewatch it with the live trade recorded, you can watch it. If you missed the live trade earlier this morning, it will be uploaded later on here into the YouTube channel. All right, so it will be uploaded on the recap. We got, well, it's 11 a.m. already. Usually I'm signing off. So before I do, any last minute questions you guys have, throw them up in chat and I'll get to them. If not, I'll start moving on so I can edit that video, post it up on YouTube. It'll be live around 3 or 4 o'clock later on today. I want to say maybe sooner if I can. And if not, then I'll be back tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. and we'll do it, or we'll try to do it all over again. As a matter of fact, I'm going to schedule the live stream right now so you guys can click it. Man, every time I go to my homepage, I see this one live day trading stream. It has got like 100 people watching it. And the other day, my buddy went and watched it. So I told him, bro, check it out. And you tell me, as a newbie, why would they be watching that stream over mine? And he just came back and told me, bro, It's because they're a train wreck. I was like, eek. All right. And I won't name names because I don't do that here, especially on something like that. Give me 1 second here, guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get tomorrow's stream link up. That way you can click it and then hit the notify button. That way when we're live, you can join right away. All right, guys, here you go. Tomorrow's stream. Boom. And then last but not least, you want to get funded, you got that 90-10, that 90%, 10% split, and that 60% off lifetime. Click that Lilu right there, that Lilu link, and join up. And free watch list, so you can get the watch list every single morning. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun. Hope you learned something. Any questions, again, that you might have forgotten, write them down. Bring them into chat tomorrow. I'll be happy to answer them. Looking like we're going to push those 433s here. We'll see whether or not they hold resistance and we come on back down. If we don't, then I gotta say, man, based off the daily chart, 4100 could be tested if we can get over 4050. 4050 would be the next zone to watch for resistance. All right. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and smashing that like button. I will upload the recap later on today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.